As an artist, it's important to do work that is challenging and difficult for us, and in this way we grow as we paint. That being said, I created this painting of cherry blossoms in an attempt to work more with natural subjects. Now, I spent a good portion of my adolescence in Northern Virginia, and the cherry blossoms in DC were always such a beautiful sight. We were always taught that they were introduced to the US as a gift from Japan in 1912. And this gift was a symbol of friendship and goodwill. And this was a part of a larger diplomatic exchange, of course, between the two that is commemorated by the Cherry Blossom Festival, an annual event that draws in big crowds. And it's quite a sight to see, and honestly a beautiful representation of a friendship that would transcend any ill blood within the next few decades. That would in fact make the bond even stronger, in my opinion. Now, cherry blossoms are a symbol of the cycle of life and are renowned for their transient beauty, blooming briefly before falling, and it's a major metaphor for the fleeting nature of life, underscoring the significance of cherishing moments. As I've been creating this piece, I've been thinking of the importance of friendships, especially in today's society where we are more and more detached from each other and more self-centered and more center-focused. It is evident that we have forgotten the roles of having such relationships in life and have taken it for granted, really, to only be blinded by what is instant gratification of having likes or supported digitally and even groupthink. We used to go to our friend's place to express our dreaded fears and worries and to almost forget about them in the same way. Our different groups are determined on if we want to really delve deeper into whatever emotion we feel, and there are also other groups we go to forget it all at once. These connections are vital to our mental health, and the fleeting nature of them has developed an increase in isolation. This coincides with a previous video I created on the importance of genuine conversations. Genuine conversations are paramount to producing understanding and connection, yet its significance has been lost. The reluctance to share our thoughts due to fear of rejection or shame hinders the authenticity required for meaningful discourse, compelling individuals to really retreat from their unique truths. And embracing vulnerability and communication is essential to reclaim these genuine conversations and nurture a more empathetic and interconnected society. In our current era, marked by shorter attention spans and impatience for complexity, the diminished depth, authenticity of interpersonal communication create a volatile landscape. Disagreements, arguments, and clashes of different ideologies can lead to tumultuous outcomes, as the favorability for quick information often overrides the patience needed for nuance and constructive discussions. I really detest this. This sentiment is flawed in a huge way, lacking empathy, and this type of thinking is that of a disease that plagues us right now. It's good to be around people who are like-minded, yes, but in my opinion, it's even better to befriend those that think differently than us, and those that are outcasted as well. After all, it's vital to our personal growth to seek out those who have a different thought pattern. If we only look for friendship within our own tribes of thought, it becomes nothing more than an echo chamber of reflection, and harder to think outside of our own thoughts. In an increasingly more difficult environment for unabridged self-expression and the erosion of our capacity for authentic contemplation and judicious critique is palpable. This restraint on conveying our genuine sentiments, influenced by social and external pressures, has poised it to manifest into other parts of our lives, such as relationships, professional endeavors, our emotional well-beings, and intellectual growth. Withholding one's personal truth is akin to offering an alcoholic a drink to alleviate withdrawal symptoms. While the temporary relief may seem appealing, it perpetuates a cycle of dependency and hinders the essential process of confronting and overcoming challenges. Just as providing alcohol delays genuine recovery for the alcoholic, refraining from expressing our true thoughts may offer momentary comfort but obstructs the path to authentic growth and understanding. That being said, tough love is a necessity that we have been lacking for some time. The dogma of today are that of relativism, really, and feelings over facts. Relativism can be perceived as dogmatic due to its paradoxical universal rejection of universals, an unwavering belief in the relativity of all truths, and an absolute insistence that relativism is the only valid perspective. In rejecting absolutes, it can inadvertently adopt a rigid stance that resists critical examination and alternative viewpoints. This has no objective basis, and it becomes harmful to not only our close relationships, but to a society in a whole. We begin to erase our own individual truths and to seek approval from others when, in fact, we succumb to our own truths and have healthy dialogues. We can better understand if it is indeed objective to everyone or subjective to ourselves. And when we stay within our own mind hives, that would normally be subjective. What would normally be subjective becomes objective. Really think of it in your personal lives. Do all your friends pray to the same God? Do they have the same political ideology or philosophy in life? If so, it'd be wise to branch out to others as well. This does not mean adopting others' beliefs per se, but to combat your own. The analogy of the United States and Japan's relationship is that of people who have very unique and different beliefs in life, but remain respectful and close to each other. This day of age, we toe party lines as if they were what truly separates us, when in fact, if we didn't have any biases towards politics, religion, and philosophy, we'd probably have no idea who's affiliated with what. My critique on the binary ideas of political systems and that of even good and evil, which we will delve into in a different video, are all lies. Life is gray and not black and white. And that being said, that gray lies within all of us. And it's up to us to have these relationships with each other that start with truly listening to one another and befriending who we are taught ought not to befriend, to really have growth and move past biases. And having such conversations and friendships will allow us to understand what could possibly be black and white universally.